Yeah, I was popping. It's your boy JP. I'm back with another video. Now in today's video, we're gonna be chopping it up about this whole Quando Rondo situation. Now, I'm gonna come clean. Ever since the whole situation with him and King Von happened, it's been rough for the boy, man. It's been rough for him to move around and, you know, to just move how he used to move before. Now, we already know not too long ago, maybe what, like a week and a half ago, there was an attempt on his life, and his homie ended up dying in the midst of the whole situation. And this happened in LA, right? So for me, I feel like this whole situation just changed him entirely. His outlook on life since then has been a little bit different. You could tell that you know, his homie that he lost meant a lot to him, and he's just seeing how his life is just going downhill, and it's not really, you know, how it used to. He's not able to move how he want to move and do the things he do because he got a target on his back. Now, if y'all living under a rock, yesterday he took onto Instagram, he wrote this big ass paragraph. Basically, he disassociated himself with the Rolling 60s neighborhood CRIP. Now, before I get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And before I even give my opinion on how I feel about the whole situation, we gonna read what he wrote, and because the 60s responded, you feel me? So his whole situation, like I said, he went on Instagram and he wrote this: fuck everybody, I mean that shit. I fuck with a select few people, my circle super tight. And I'm reading this how he wrote it. Y'all know rappers, their spelling is terrible, but he said, I fuck with a few people, my circle super tight. I fuck with Lil D, Trench, Los, Serio, Big Dude, and Lil Tum, which is, you know, his homeboy that protected his life the day of that whole situation with Vaughn, right? So he said, it's too much going on. Yo, many fingers pointing to many people talking behind my back. I got too much weight on my shoulders. I'm standing on all 10. I love Pab like as fuck, but I'm not going to Cuz funeral. So he's not going to his man's funeral that he just lost in LA not too long ago. He said, I know where me and Cuz stand at. Fuck how anybody feel. Keep that shit to yourself. Nobody know what the hell I'm going through. I watched my homie die. I want to see a lot of y'all wake up and keep it level-headed. After that, I'm focusing on myself and my little girl. That's who I'm living for. All the times I miss with her. On top of all this, I'm not in a relationship. I'm not tied to no girl. Me and her have mutual understanding. I'm solo rocking, and I mean that shit. Fuck you. And damn, my son don't believe in no period. So he said, fuck you and whoever feel hit my bag. I don't need no handout. DOE. Now, right after that, he said, but I think like I said, 60s responded, and J Stone, if anybody know J Stone, Rolling 60 Crip, that's Nipsey Hussle's bands. This is who he started doing music with. He responded about it when he seen No Jumper post about the whole situation, and what he said was he got to come to the hood and get put off. So once he wrote that, I'm sure Quando seen it or somebody told him, and this is what he had to say. So he said, I'm not jumping out the gang either. Ain't no loyalty in this shit. I'm my own man. I laid my flag down. I'm not neighborhood, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna ride for a nigga for real. There's no sense of me being a part of y'all shit. Y'all fuck with the opposition. Now when he's saying y'all fuck with the opposition, I think he's referring to Brick Baby. If anybody knows, Brick Baby spent a lot of time in Atlanta. He's the reason why, according to him, he's the reason why the Rolling 60s Crips started in Atlanta. Prior to him going out there, he said that there was no Rolling 60s out there. So he's responsible for that. Those are words that came out his mouth. And he started Baby LA, or Little LA, which is Lil Baby's hood in Atlanta, right? So he already has and when we speaking about Brick Baby been had a relationship with Dirk and everybody that Rondo was beefing with from a long time ago. Before Rondo even came on the scene, there was already a relationship there built. So that's probably what he's referring to. Y'all fuck with the opposition. He said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who feel hit fuck. I don't know what the hell he talking about. You, and if you can't feel where I'm coming from on this, you a bitch ass nigga, cause it don't take rocket science to see what the fuck going on. Everybody already hate me. I ain't tripping on the extra hate. I'm about to focus on my family, the ones who gonna really drop a tear if I die. Now, there's what Jay Stone had to say in response to this whole situation. He said, you can't drop your flag and say you not neighborhood no more. Nigga got to the hood and get your put off. Don't cry now, we lose homies all the time. Not everybody gonna ride. You was a goofy internet banger anyway. Now, the way I feel about this whole situation, and I look at it two different ways, and I can understand where Quando Rondo is coming from and why he feels the type of way, but in a way, this kind of is his fault, right? And this is what I'll suggest any rapper. Listen, everybody knows that LA is the motherland for the Bloods and the Crip, right? If you from a whole different city and you a rapper and you banging a set that belongs in LA, like I said, if you a rapper, you should tap into that hood and, you know what I'm saying, be cool with them, because at the end of the day, that's the motherland, and you know at some point you gotta touch bases in LA. The problem is with a lot of these young rappers, they feel like when they hear the word checking in, all they think about is, oh, I gotta pay them for protection, when it's not really nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You going out there and you building a relationship with the people from the turf that you actually from. Yeah, you got put on and you bang from like a whole different city in a different state, but this is where everything started. So having a relationship with them should be super important. I think, to be honest, that's where Quando Rondo messed up. He didn't look for the 60s until his whole situation that happened with like, you know, Vaughn and that whole situation, right? Which was a huge mistake on his part, because if he had already a relationship with them prior to this, then obviously it would be personal between him and like the Chicago dudes. But when he gets to LA, it will be a whole different situation, you feel me? If you look at it, Lil Baby, Gunna, Rolling 60 CRIPS, right? Where they from? They from Atlanta. Well, Lil Baby from Atlanta, Gunna's from College Park, but you know, he's basically an Atlanta artist, and he's super tapped in with the Rolling 60s from LA. Anytime they touch base out there, whether it's like YSL, it's Gunna or Baby, they gonna have some Rolling 60 CRIPS out there. If y'all see, for the most part, even in Lil Baby's documentary, when he was about to do the what was it, like the Grammy stuff, BH was there. When he was getting dressed and prepared for it, BH was there. BH is always around Gunna, Thug. You know, when Lil Baby touch base out there, he's always out there with them, and that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not a matter of like, oh, they gonna extort me, they this and that, or having too much pride and too much ego to tap in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fuck with them, like, that's your hood at the end of the day. Like, yeah, you from a different city, but that's your hood. And I think that's what he should have done from a long time ago, and I feel like that's the reason why he feels the type of way he feels now, where they not messing with him, because they looking at it like, yo, you coming all the way to fuck with us now, and you want to build a relationship with us now that you in this sticky situation. And he's looking at it like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, y'all messing with the odds. But if y'all look at it, Big U had a problem with him at the beginning, like, yo, y'all, you can't just be looking at us now when you got problems. And Brick Baby don't jack him, because he's like, he's staying on the same thing Big U staying on. Like, yo, bro, you can't get in trouble and do all this and do that, and then now you want to come fuck with us. You should have did this from the beginning. And my personal opinion, I feel like that's facts. That's where he messed up with everything. You know what I'm saying? You should have just checked in with your peoples. Now, every time you in LA, you move around with them. Now, there's been a lot of speculations and stuff in regards of who did it, or they saying, oh, at some point he was like with the younger 60s and he was throwing up, he was dissing his ops and shit, like throwing up gang signs, this, that, and the third. So there's been a lot of speculations, but I feel like in that way he could have avoided this from a long time ago. You feel me? Now, on the other hand, I can understand where he's coming from, because now he's young as hell. You feel me? He's in a situation where his life is on the line at all times. Anywhere he goes, you know, people's trying to get at him for the whole situation with Vaughn. You know, when you do some shit to like not him, obviously it was his man's, but when something goes on with the bigger artist, people's gonna side with that bigger artist. So I can understand his part of it. At this point, it's like, why would I even bang something where y'all don't even jack me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm pretty sure the problem is not with the 60s in his city, because he's from Savannah, Georgia. It's like with the LA dudes, you know what I'm saying? But that's who's, their opinion on you is important, because like I said before, that's the motherland of the whole situation. So he's looking at it like, y'all don't even mess with me, so why would I even risk my life and bang something and represent something that the people that's supposed to like mess with me don't mess with me? And he got a point, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like, why would you even, don't bang it no more? You know what I'm saying? Now, in my opinion, listen, you took it to the level where you got put on. Just go about it the right procedure, and just go to the hood and get put off, and you don't gotta at least your name, get some type of respect in the whole situation, because they're gonna say, yeah, he dropped his flag, but at least he came and you know what I'm saying, and got put off. Like, going on Instagram is like, I ain't never seen that before. I don't think there's ever been a situation where a gang member dropped his flag on Instagram for everybody to see. So that's my opinion about it. I could understand both sides. I feel like he let it go a little too far. He should have been tapping in with them from the jump, and stop letting his ego and all checking in, looking at like he's gonna get extorted or something like that. And then I can understand it at his side of it. It's like, yo, if I'm in LA and y'all not messing with me, what's the point of me banging this? Because it makes no sense at this point. I'm risking my life. I'm putting on, representing this flag, and my peoples don't even basically respect me. They don't hang with me. They don't chill with me, or none of that. So that's my opinion about that whole situation. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Man, I just hope for the best for him, because he's going through a lot of shit. He lost his homie, and it's bad for him. And he's supposed to be going on tour with Young Boy and stuff like that, but man, it's a little bad for him out here. But like I said, y'all let me know in the comments what's y'all thought on this whole situation. Do y'all think he's in the wrong for the way he's going about it and trying to drop his flag, or do y'all feel where he's coming from? But yeah, this is the end of the video, y'all. I just wanted to give my input on this whole situation. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the kid. And yeah, I'm out of here.